The West tends to see the Japanese as a very controlled and sometimes even sexist society. Typically, the Japanese are reserved and very proper, but scratch the surface and the private life of the Japanese can be shocking. Japan is actually one of the most sexually liberated countries in the world. They have hardly any censorship, and what the West would consider as pornography is everyday entertainment to Japan.
After our Japanese pop culture class read Ruth Ozeki's book, A Tale for a Time Being, we explored the darker sides of Japanese pop culture. The book opens with the main character Nao sitting in a Maid cafe, a seemingly simple and cute idea. We later found out that the Maid cafes are linked to compensated dating. Wanting to know what other people thought on this topic, we went to Daishokan to interview fellow Japanese pop culture fans to see how much they really knew about their fandom. I'm Joshua Schmitz.
I'm Ashton Vicente.
And I'm Yesenia Gonzalez.
We are students from the University of Madison, Wisconsin, and here are our findings from our trip to Daishokan. What is Japanese pop culture like in general?
It's interesting, first of all, and it seems like very lively, and it seems like everyone has a lot of fun, and it seems like they don't have any worries in the world.
They can be themselves without being judged, you know?
I guess Japanese pop culture, to me, is just, I don't know, anything that seems to make its way over to the U.S. or anywhere around the world.
Me too. Vocaloids are awesome.
I get a lot. I'm a huge fan of cute culture in Japan.
I assume pretty much anything originating from Japan itself, like their anime and manga, and even their cute icons from Sanrio and Sanix.
You guys know anything about Maid cafes?
Oh yes.
And there's one that just opened in New York.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm doing that.
So what do you know about Maid cafes?
They go in, and then everybody's either dressed like a maid or they have the butler ones too, and then they call you master, and they have fancy desserts and.
Sometimes they call the people master, and they serve the people looking adorable.
I know that there are cute little girls in maid outfits, and they serve you tea and cookies, and I've always wanted to go to one, but I haven't yet.
Maid cafes are a specific category of Japanese cosplay restaurant, where the waitresses dress up as French maids. The maids refer to their customers as masters and act as their servants for their visit. Maids also perform cute rituals to please their customers. Maid cafes are a big tourist attraction. However, some people don't realize that men go to these cafes to scope out young women to date. This leads into the next topic, compensated dating.
Have you ever heard about compensated dating in Japan?
It's okay. I don't think so.
Compensated dating.
I've heard of it, but I've never actually known what it is.
Compensated dating is when a girl agrees to go on a date for some kind of payment. Not all compensated dates involve sexual acts. Some men will pay several thousand yen for a high school girl to simply accompany him to a karaoke club, while other men will take a girl to a 5-star restaurant as well as buy her expensive gifts. So why do girls decide to get involved with such promiscuous activities? Some girls need the money to pay for college or need a way to support themselves. Others are trying to keep up with trends and want extra money to buy designer clothes and handbags. Sometimes, girls turn to prostitution due to family abuse or lack of social recognition. Because Japanese girls lead very restrictive lives at home and school, some view compensated dating as a sexual rite of passage into womanhood, or even as an escape.
What actually happens a lot of times at maid cafes is it's like an underground area for the compensated dating to take place, so guys will go there looking for compensated dates. So do you think you would go to a maid cafe knowing that this kind of stuff goes on?
that wasn't going on. That's just weird. I still like the concept, because I mean the idea of going somewhere where people are cosplaying, it'd just be like coming here, only it'd be a restaurant. But like knowing that background is...
I guess it's gonna happen anywhere. Or like they want to pay for sex, it's gonna happen. And if they do it at maid cafes, other people find maid cafes just fun.
I would still want to go there because I want to support the people that are there and that are working there. But at the same time, yeah, that does seem kind of sketchy.
Now, we'll take a look back to the book that introduced us to compensated dating. Now lives in a dysfunctional family with a jobless, suicidal father, and at school, she is severely bullied because she is different. Feeling alone and worthless, she hangs around maid cafes to get away from the outside world. Little does she know that the Maid Cafe is an underground compensated dating service. As she gets more involved, her self-esteem crumbles and she is pushed to her breaking point. A Tale for the Time Being gave rise to many surprising facts about Japanese society. We don't want to spoil the story, so if you're interested in the topic, we suggest that you read the novel.
Many Japanese pop culture fans don't recognize what really goes on at supposedly cutesy maid cafes, which can actually be underground fronts for compensated dating.
You can't take things at face value. You have to look at the other, sometimes darker side in order to better understand them. What seems like simply cute could have a concealed corruptness underneath.